Hi, today I'm going to teach you how to uh, make mods for GTA 5, like convert them from Sims 4. Okay, so I found this mod. It's an oversized hoodie. It's so nice. So I downloaded. As you can see, the format is package. Sims 4 mods should be with package format, so you can convert it. First of all, we have Sims 4 Studio. Okay, it loads up. Ignore this. Click my projects. Select the file. Alright, so we have this mod here. It's hoodie, it's nice and cozy. And try to select a lighter color. Yes. First, export the texture as PNG. Then export the mesh. Hoodie. It might take some time for mod to be exported because of the verticals and polygons. Okay, so we are done here. When the file is exported, it will be exported as Blender file. For editing, I use Blender 279. It's the easiest one to edit mods and meshes. Okay, so you grab this blend file and drop it here. Let me fix this up real quick. Okay, now you come here. You can easily edit this stuff, like the whole mesh. First of all, you do remove the bubbles. Only in only in certain cases you can do the remove doubles, because if you wanna convert hair or stuff like that, it's gonna bug out. Alright, you select the extra parts like hands and stuff, you remove them, only this remains. Then you select the whole thing, we move it to the other page and remove everything from this. Okay, now you can edit this at your own will, but for that we need a reference from the in-game model of female. Yes, this is imported from GTA 5. Then you can easily position the hoodie, the clothing, whatever, to fit the yes, a little bit down further. No, it's good. Yeah. Okay, so you'll have to edit this a little, like this. Turn on the O and bring it down a little bit. Good. No, like this. Good. Then you just bring it out. It looks nice. Hardest parts of the clothing is arm parts. They like You can edit them, but some of them will bug. Well, not some of them, but most of them will bug out, and you'll have to spend a good time editing this. Almost. Yeah, I think it looks good. No, it doesn't. A little more down here, a little bit down from here. Alright, so you're going to edit this so none of the parts will stick out. Oh, and I wanted to say this. With the clouds that have arms, you will most likely use Torso 3 in the game that hides the arms and the whole body and just exposes the hands. So the clouds with long arms, you don't really have to edit it very carefully. Just you can just position the hands and that's it. Okay, it kind of fits. I'm not going to play around too much. Okay, then remove this as it is positioned in the correct order. You just export as OBJ file, means object, here OBJ. Alright, so before doing anything, uh, bring this textures to the Photoshop, keeping keeping them white for the uh, normal map is good. As for the normal maps, it's just the bump textures. It just sets more detailed shadows for your clouds, as you can see. It's good. The Photoshop has built-in bump map generator for the for this kind of things. Then you save it as 3D normal. Yes. Then you bring it back and you come here. The specular map colors guide of GTA 5. I will send it to you right away. Alright, so for this kind of things, you're better off with selecting the wool thing and coloring everything here as wool because you know it gives a better texture. Oh, as for the specular map, let me give you a short explanation. Alright, a game sets a different texture for individual kinds of fabrics and materials, and it determines them with colors. So for the cloths that are made of wool, You color them with wool for jeans, with jeans color, winter coat, shirt 2, shirt 3, and her reflectors like firefighter suit, parachutes, or some clothes that are wet, or shiny metals, suit vest, tuxedos, etc. And these are for the skin colors, which are a lot complex than you think. I will explain these in a different video on how to set the skin color. So you have selected these. You bring the yes. All right. You color these over 2 times. That's it. Then you say spec. Now that we have made normal map and specular map for the hoodie, you will have to, oh, this is from my last project, remove these. Okay, so open 3ds Max. I use 2016 version because I don't know, it just came to mind. Okay, so um, if you want to have a good, if you want to have a clothing that has good skeleton, you know, like it moves so natural and all, you will have to find a mod, not like mod, but um, and anything from the old game, base game, to just transfer the skeleton. For this I used Toby's site, female, yes, we'll use tops for this. This looks good. You select this part of its name, you copy that, and in OpenIV, we search it. We are not editing anything, so ignore this. What it said, it was JBIB8. Click this to see. Yep, that's exactly it. We extract it to the desktop, new folder, base game. You can name it whatever you want. Okay. Now that we have the file as ODB, you're gonna need a skeleton file. Skeleton files format is SKEL, stands for skeleton. You copy this and drop it here. Copy its name and then put and space and type full. Exactly like this. Okay, so we are gonna import the object to 3ds Max. I have installed Games Evo for this. GTAV Games Evo here. You can find this plugin anywhere and how to install it. Okay, I'm going to import this base game. Yes, it's importing. Alright, now we have this here. As you can see, it has 3 versions of medium, low, and high version. I removed the medium and low version and keep the high. Okay, it looks pretty promising. Now you import the obj file hoodie to this game. Oh, uh, before I forgot to say it. Before exporting this from Blender, just remove its materials from the materials tab here and put a new one. Open 3D PNG. Okay, it simplifies the texture. Then you export it again. Alright, now it should be imported without a problem. Yep, exactly. Okay, in 3ds Max it's a little bit complicated. Um, right, you select everything. This little triangles are darker because of the backface cooling. Unify, no, it just made it worse because of the normals. Like in the game, that the darker parts will be invisible, like see through, but the lighter parts will show as it is. So to fix these, you go into flip normals mod and flip all these, flip them one by one, flip their normals, and save the day. Okay, you do all the triangles and orthographic view. Okay, okay, you will do each of the square triangles one by one. Oh, this part too. Yeah, looks better. Looks a lot better. Alright. And don't worry about those triangles that are there. We will select the base game one and oh, before that, and select the hoodie. Set the material ID to 2 so it will be easier to determine which material will be removed, which one will stay. Okay, you select everything here, attach to the spot, yes, you select here, you can select 1, which is the base game, select ID2, which is this, then you select, set the ID to 1. Alright, now, before anything, we gotta check the skeleton and weights and all. Okay, edit envelopes. We have the bones there and paint weights. Just to, smoothen the weights, I'll go click once Yeah, this looks good. Neck. Neck part is a little, so it's okay, it's gonna work better. The forearm, thigh roll again. Head, okay. Belly, forearm, hand. And you go on clicking them one by one. Neck again. Pelvis, forearm, hand, upper arm, spine 1, spine 2, 3, and front skirt roll, front skirt roll. Okay, that should work. Now, after we have smoothed the weights, you come down here, color, the vertex color, to change the game's behavior and determine how the game behaves with our object as a clothing. You set the color to red and illumination to black. Then you come here and you click more, channel info, you select this. Once again, you select this and OK, you here get the channel info. You copy the 0 VC and paste it onto alpha. Here you can see I have UV mapping paste. You bring it down under the skin and collapse to. Alright. And after copying the VC to alpha channel, you set this to orange. A little bit more oranger. Yes, it looks orange. Good. Now, everything's done. Come here to the material editor. We have set the ID to 1, so you will have to edit the one in the top. Options. We are just going to use 3 of these. Bump textures, you click this. Normal map, booty normal, diffuse, booty, and specular map, booty spec. Something I want to tell about these 3 is bump texture and specular map should be embedded because they are gonna be stuck to the object forever and can't be changed. And a diffuse texture shouldn't be embedded because it will be changed. Like you can put different textures and colors and all. So keep that in mind. Now that we have set everything, you will want to export this. New folder, export. It might take some time, at least not in my PC. Alright, we have this JBID008. Now we are coming to OpenIV. JBID1. Alright, so I'm gonna export the texture file. Oh, where did I? Yeah, here. And set it to 002 and throw it inside along with JB002 and drop it into the empty clouds folder. Let's check if it has. Yep, this is exactly what we did, and I'm gonna delete this and put the hoodie thing inside. I'm only doing this for single player. I don't know how Fivem files work, and I'm sure they are a whole lot different. I will test the hoodie and send you the results of my work. So yeah, this was a procedure of setting or making clothing, converting them to the GTA 5. Thanks.